Hi YouTubers, thought I'd share with you this little video. I've cleaned out a heater core on a Scolietti. I just want to show you my setup for filling it back up with coolant. So basically it's one of these little vacuum kits, quite inexpensive, connected to the shop air, and then that's run into a tank of coolant. Now basically what we do, have a bung fit in here for these type of expansion tanks, and as you can see, this is for filling. So we have that one closed to start. We open up the air pipe, and you see it's drawing down a vacuum. And as the vacuum draws down, it's difficult to see with this engine, the pipes will collapse on themselves, the coolant pipes. They look quite a nice vacuum drawn down now. Still coming down a bit. So the idea is to wait until that gets to the top of its vacuum drawdown. And also bear in mind that you need the heater set to the hot position. You don't need the ignition on or anything, so before you drain it down, when it's running, have the heater in the hot position so that it opens up. If it has a valve, not all cars have a valve for the heater circulating that way, but if it does, it needs to be in a hot position so it's opened up to the heater matrix. And what we'll do now is we'll shut this off. And now we give it 5 minutes or so, just to make sure it holds the vacuum. So I'll see you then. Right, that's holding nicely. Now what I didn't say earlier, which I should have done, is that this coolant system had been completely drained. So it's important to make sure that the system is fully drained before you try and refill it with this method. So we can see the fill pipe. It's in this it's a VAG group, so it's a G12 antifreeze. And you need to make sure that the fill pipe doesn't come out of the fluid, because otherwise you're just going to lose your vacuum and start filling it with air. All right, now we open the back valve, and now it starts filling. So it's just pulling back with its own vacuum to fill the system. Any excess we'll just take out after we've run it up. Looking good. Okay, now close that valve. Obviously you will get a little bit of excess, but we can adjust that once the vehicle's been run up. But it pulled the fluid in. So now run it up and see if we're going to get any hot air out of this thing. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to take up the ramp, run it up and see if we've got some nice hot air blowing through it now. Off the ramp now. Let's start it up. Just notice I made sure the heat was in the hot before I drained it and did this job. So we need to get it up to temperature. Once the coolant starts flowing through the system, I'll adjust what's in the expansion tank, put the lid on, let it run up to temperature, then come back. It's warming up quite nicely now. Woo. That's warm. Still not up to full temperature. Where we're at? Yeah, so not up to me 90 yet. So still waiting for the thermostat to open. Vents definitely feel warm. They were cold when it came to me yesterday. There's no hot air at all. I'll get my thermometer and we'll have a look and see where it's at. Alright, just put it in the centre vent. Give us an idea of where we're at. And the temperature gauge is only reading 70 at the minute. We're on fan power 2. Let's see what it is for you Fahrenheit guys. Diesels just take ages to warm up to temperature. Switch it back over for us centigrade guys. Right, that's 90 degrees. These cars are happy there. And that's not bad at all. Not bad. I reckon the customer would be happy with that. So now just need to wait for the fan to kick in, which again will take some time. But I just thought I'll just share with you kind of the way I do the replacing the coolant. I had to take quite a bit off to get to the pipes of the heater core so that I could give it reverse flush, back and forth, back and forth, and agitate it with air while I was doing it. So this is what I use for doing the back flush from the heater matrix. Sorry, but had a customer turn up. Yeah, so this is what I use. So this end is where your hose goes for your mains water. This end is where shop air goes. So you need to disconnect the heater matrix pipes, both of them. Always change the antifreeze at the same time, or coolant, you know, whatever you want to call it, anticoagulant as they call it over here. Then I use the air only to clear out any coolant that's left in the heater matrix, and then just not a massive amount of power of the water going through it, a very good sort of stream but you know, it doesn't need to be full belt off the mains. And then just keep hitting the gun and introducing air, and that'll agitate the water as it's going through the heater matrix. You need to do this front one way, then the other way, then one way, then the other way, one way, then the other way. And you will know when it's kind of removed any blockage, because it won't bulge the pipes out the same as it would when you first start if it's blocked. Then again, take off the water and just compressed air through the heater matrix. Make sure you get everything out of it. Do your plumbing back up, all your pipe work back on. Then you can go back to filling it up whichever way works for you. But for me, I love the vacuum fill. It just takes any guessing out of it. Well, if you've liked what you've seen, then please subscribe, like, ring the bell so you get notifications for my next videos. And yeah, thanks for watching.